It's another dark night in the city of Gotham, and the Jokers are working on a new heist, and this time, they're trying to steal a system scanner from Gotham Shipping. The group is trying to lift off the scanner, but in the last moment, the new Batman, Terry McGinnis, arrives with his jetpack and sabotages the heist. The thugs jump on Terry one after the other, especially the innocent-looking and highly cunning D&D twins. They team up to put a good beatdown on Terry, but somehow, he manages to get back on his feet and return the favor. Jokers somehow manage to fly off with the scanner, but not far enough, as Terry catches up to them within minutes. In the ensuing chase, the Jokers lose the scanner and only could retrieve the motherboard as the scanner explodes. Terry manages to stop their heist, although the group manages to get away at the end. Meanwhile, in the Batcave, Terry's mentor and former Batman Bruce Wayne and Ace are practicing throwing the Batarang when Terry returns to the cave. Terry asks Bruce if he'll have time for Batman when he's back in charge of his company, despite objection from the company manager, Jordan Price. Bruce refuses to step down from his return to his family's company, as he intends to return to their former glory among all the business chaos. After that, Terry joins up with his girlfriend Dana at a club, much to the annoyance of Bruce Wayne. Although Dana wants to dance all night long, Terry cannot even stand straight as he is exhausted from the night's work. They sit down for a coffee as Dana sees Terry is not doing too good. Elsewhere, a small gang of Jokers meet up with their boss, who is revealed to be the Joker himself. He berates the gang for their failure, as they had only managed to bring back the security memory board of the system scanner. Bonk, who is still smarting from his battle with Batman, does something extremely stupid and reprimands Joker. Bonk decides that he no longer wants to be involved and tells the Joker that he wants out. Joker then pulls out a flag gun. At first, it's just a joke, but then the Joker kills Bonk, leaving him smiling. This convinces the rest of the Jokers to go along with his plan. Joker then decides to steal one from Wayne Enterprises, despite the Joker's protest that security there would be tight, saying it will be fun. The crazy is back in town, people. Get ready. At the party to welcome Bruce Wayne back, it doesn't actually go to plan, as Bruce gets his microphone cut several times. Out of the blue, the Jokers attack the welcome ceremony with the dog and DD twins leading the attack. Bruce is no mug with the martial arts, but when they reveal their leader, the Joker, it astonishes everyone, including Bruce. Terry McGinnis comes flying down in his jetpack, but even he couldn't hold off all the attackers. As the show goes on from the outside, the Jokers are conducting their heist for the serial scanner from the inside. The Joker gets what he was after and escapes after terrorizing the crowd. For the first time in a long time, Bruce Wayne has fear in his eyes. Or does he? When Terry and Bruce drive home, Terry asks if this mid-80s-year-old Joker could be a clone, a robot, or has been in suspended animation, but Bruce doesn't answer his questions. Meanwhile, at home, Tim Drake watches the local news broadcast and is surprised to see the Joker alive on the news. The very next day, Terry goes to see Barbara Gordon, the commissioner of Gotham PD, but she warns him not to underestimate the real Joker, since he was one of the most dangerous villains Batman had faced, and hopes he never runs afoul of the real one. While coming out of the commissioner's office, Terry runs into a surprised yet scared Tim Drake going into the office to meet with Barbara. Back at the Batcave, Bruce analyzes the voice of the Joker with an old voice record, and it checks out as the real Joker. Bruce tells Terry that it could not possibly be the real Joker because he says that he was there when the Joker died many years ago. Terry presses Bruce for details, but he won't give any. Bruce asks Terry to turn over his batsuit and says that he has done all he can do and it is time to shut everything down. After trying to reason for his case, Terry storms out and returns to his home. At home, Terry's little brother gives him a hard time, and when asked by his mother, Terry says he is done working for Bruce Wayne. The following night, Dana is pleasantly surprised to see her boyfriend joining her for the night without running off to work. But unfortunately, the night turns evil as they are separated by a couple of new girls who are secretly the DD twins. The Jokers attack the nightclub and try to abduct Dana after attacking Terry in the midst of hundreds of people. At the same time, Batman is attacked in the Batcave by the Joker as he was preparing the anti-Joker toxin in his lab. Bruce tries to go help his dog Ace, but is soon caught up in the toxin as the Joker visits him personally. While fighting, Terry realizes there would be no reason to be attacked unless they knew who he was. After taking care of the Jokers, Terry speeds off to Wayne Manor and calls Bruce on his way with no answer. When he arrives, he finds Wayne Manor vandalized and the Batcave spray painted with Joker graffiti, and Bruce laying on the ground with a Joker smile frozen on his face. Terry uses some antitoxin that Bruce had been working on to help him recover from the Joker state. The next day, Terry confronts Commissioner Barbara Gordon as she was visiting the recovering Bruce Wayne, her longtime friend. After some convincing, Barbara tells Terry the story of what happened when the Joker died 40 years ago. After Nightwing, aka Dick Grayson, had left to establish himself in another city called Bloodhaven, the young Robin, Tim Drake, was on patrol when he came to the aid of an old woman, who turned out to be Harley Quinn, who hit him with a mallet and dragged him away. Although Batman and Gotham PD looked everywhere, there was no sign of Robin for 3 weeks, until a clue led Batman and Batgirl to the original Arkham Asylum, which was now deserted and partially demolished. There, the Joker and Harley introduced their son, Joker Jr., Tim Drake, but with a rictus grin frozen into his face. After seeing Tim, brainwashed and drugged, Batman rushes to attack the Joker, while Batgirl goes after Harley. While trying to escape Batgirl, Harley falls off a cliff to her apparent death. Meanwhile, the Joker leads Batman to a room where he shows Batman a home movie of Tim being tortured and turned into Joker Jr. During this torture, Tim reveals to the Joker the real identities of the Batman family. Blazing with anger, Batman attacks the Joker again, and after a long struggle, the Joker stabs Batman in the leg with a knife, while a drugged Tim looks on with a Joker-like smile on his face. Tim, still very deranged, picks up a flag gun and points it at Batman, urged by the Joker to shoot. At the last minute, he turns and shoots the Joker, planting the flag onto his chest. With a dying breath, the Joker says,
"That's not funny. That's not..."
Tim begins to break down into maniacal laughter, which soon turns to tears, and is comforted by Barbara, who tells him it is okay. The team went on to bury the Joker deep underneath Arkham Asylum, and the only person they ever told was Barbara's father, the original Commissioner Gordon. Tim is working on a power plant as he is a repair and maintenance engineer and detects the incoming Terry, although he is in camouflage mode. Tim claims to know nothing of the recent return of the Joker, that he was surprised as well, and swears that he has put those days behind him. Tim also tells Batman that he would tear up his own costume. Terry clears his suspicions on Tim then and there. Terry then looked into Jordan Price, who has always held grudges against Bruce Wayne on his private yacht. There, Jordan is confronted by the Jokers and reveals that he helped them get what they wanted. Unfortunately, they came to silence Price. After getting everything on his recordings, Terry was then able to save Price by jumping in to confront the Jokers at the very last moment. The Jokers escaped the yacht as it was remotely blown up by the Joker sitting and controlling the largest defense satellite owned by the US government. Terry jumps out just in the nick of time with Price on his back and soon reaches the Gotham harbor and turns him over to the police. Terry goes back to the Batcave and sits ducks with Ace, trying to figure things out. Bruce walks in and tells him that things are not always obvious. Terry notices that during the Joker's attack in the Batcave, he destroyed all of the display cases of the old Batman family suits, but only Robin's suit is all torn up. Terry looks at all of the items that the Jokers had stolen and realizes that they could be used to make a large satellite controlling device, like a government defense satellite. Tim could have been the one that provided all of the knowledge for it. Terry suits up and goes off to investigate Tim Drake once again. Terry tracks down Tim, who happens to be in Gotham Laboratory, but when he tries to communicate with him, he discovers that he is only a hologram, and the Joker appears on a large screen and sends a message to mock Terry. With this discovery, Batman tracks down the Joker's hideout, but first, he has to escape the laser prison Joker has built to contain him after figuring things out. After fighting off the Joker's pawns, Batman goes inside to find Tim passed out, lying on the floor. After gaining consciousness, Tim relives that fateful day, and then attacks Batman out of the blue. After a struggle, Tim transforms into the Joker. The Joker brags that during the process of making Joker Jr., he implanted a DNA microchip in Tim, so even after his death, he could still live on in Tim's body. Tim had no idea that the Joker was using him. Batman and the Joker start to fight, but the Clown Prince of Crime knows every move of the original Batman family and proves more than a match for him. But this new young Terry McGinnis is different. He plays dirty and thinks outside the box. Even the Joker was surprised when Terry called upon Ace to bite down the Joker until he recovered. Batman separates himself and hides in the rafters. There, he taunts the Joker, saying the reason his old nemesis never laughed at his incessant jokes wasn't due to Bruce's lack of humor, but because of Joker's failure as a rival and a clown. Irritated and frustrated, the Joker launches Joker bombs at the ceiling, pinning Terry to the floor. In the struggle, the machine was damaged, directing the satellite's laser toward them. The Joker pins Terry down with his hands and begins strangling him. Reaching around, Terry grabs one of the Joker's electric joy buzzers and slaps it on the back of his neck, sarcastically laughing while zapping the microchip, shorting it out, and bringing Tim back to form. Batman and Tim escape just before the laser destroys the whole building with the help of a Joker bomb. Later, the two Jokers, the Dee twins, are bailed out by their grandmother, who is called Nana Harley. She is revealed to be none other than an aged Harley Quinn. Bruce visits Tim in the hospital to make amends, finally overcoming his own problems. Terry, with a better understanding of being Batman, vows to wear the Batsuit and continue the Batman legacy, and rightly so. Because come day or night, good or bad, we all need a hero to count on, and Batman will never fail us. Hail the Dark Knight, hail Batman. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a nice day.